Aman, did you see China is literally building villages on our border? Like entire townships.
628 of them. And they're not just houses, Ria, they're watching posts. Welcome back to Prep Aero's Daily CA Pulse. I'm Aman.
And I'm Ria. 7 stories today. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up, Nor'westers. A severe one just tore through Odisha. And this is absolutely geography syllabus material.
Wasn't it March though? I thought these storms peak later in summer.
Exactly the right question. Nor'westers typically run April to June, forming due to intense heating over the Chota Nagpur plateau. This one was early and destructive. They're called Kal Baisakhi in Bengali, literally meaning the calamity of Baisakh, and they hit Odisha, West Bengal, Bihar, and Assam.
GS1 Physical Geography. Kal Baisakhi. Formation Mechanism. Affected states. This is 100% coming in prelims. Moving on. Now here's something from Bihar that flew under the radar. The Archaeological Survey of India just approved fresh excavations at Balirajgarh Fort in Madhubani district.
Madhubani, as in Madhubani paintings? That region?
Same district, yes. Balirajgarh dates to around 200 BCE, linked to the early Mithila civilization and associated with King Bali, the benevolent Asura ruler. It falls under ASI's Patna circle, and evidence suggests origins even before the Shunga period.
GS1 Art and Culture. Mithila region, ASI protected sites, Shunga period. Mains could ask about Bihar's archaeological heritage. What's next?
Okay, this one's a feel-good story with real economic weight. Assam just made its first ever export of GI tagged Joha rice to the UK and Italy.
Wait, Joha rice has a GI tag? I've heard of it, but didn't know that.
It does. APEDA, the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, facilitated this under the Ministry of Commerce. Joha is an aromatic short grain paddy with around 22 traditional varieties and even anti-diabetic properties. GS3 Agriculture and Economy. GI tags, APEDA's role, export promotion, prelims worthy, and mains could link this to boosting farmer incomes through IP protection.
Alright, this is where it gets interesting for defense nerds. Defense Forces Vision 2047 just dropped, and it's basically India's blueprint for a future-ready military by independence centenary.
What's the headline takeaway for aspirants?
Think AI, drones, cyber warfare, space commands. It's called Mission Sudarshan Chakra internally. The big shift is towards data-centric warfare and full jointness among Army, Navy, and Air Force. GS3 Internal Security and Defense. Multi-domain operations. Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense. Mains answer material, especially for essay on India at 100.
And staying on environment, the Supreme Court just took suo motu cognizance to protect the National Chambal Sanctuary from illegal sand mining. This one matters.
Chambal is that tri-state river, right? Cutting through Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh?
Exactly. And it's India's first tri-state protected area, spanning roughly 5,400 square kilometers, home to 90% of the world's gharial population and critically endangered Gangetic River dolphins. GS3 Environment. Suo motu powers of Supreme Court, Chambal's biodiversity, gharial conservation. Prelims loves this kind of biodiversity polity crossover. Quickfire. 2 more. Project Great Indian Bustard just hatched 2 new chicks, taking the captive population to 70. The GIB is Rajasthan's state bird, critically endangered, and this is prelims gold.
And China's 628 Shaokang border villages along the LAC are dual-use military-civilian settlements. India is responding with the Vibrant Villages program and the Arunachal Frontier Highway.
That's 5 prelims-worthy topics today. And honestly, a few mains-worthy ones too. Stay curious, stay prepped.
See you tomorrow on Prep Aero's Daily CA Pulse.